Hello and welcome, Lynx here, and welcome to another episode of Sakura Isekai Adventure 2! I don't know, I started recording like this. Kinda too lively for me, maybe? Maybe not. Don't know. Anywho, we've got one ending. Today we are going to get another ending, which means we start the game from the very beginning. And the parts we've seen we'll be skipping. The parts we haven't seen, well, we'll be reading. So, I mean, that's enough of an explanation for everyone that don't know how I play Sakura games, basically. Or visual novels in general, yeah. Let us get to it! Let's get the Fox Girl, right? Swapping clothes over here. Okay, so the question is...
Aki, what do you think? Who looks the best?
Mina. But okay, I'm gonna answer Scarlet this time around. She looks good, but Mina is cuter.
Hey, is that so?
Oh, so the dialogue does not change over there depending on who I choose, huh? I've managed to form a relationship with Scarlet this time around. Scarlet's an abundant energy through me during our first encounter, but I appreciate her cheery personality. It is. It's also not just cheery, but, well, quite problematic, but yeah. She's the sort of person who forges on ahead no matter what. Yeah, that's kind of the problem. She's so bold and brave, it's hard not to be taken in by her. She's a lot of fun to be around. Spending time with her always cheers me up. Which might explain why I happened to fall in love with her. She's become very precious to me, and I'm grateful our paths were able to cross. And I guess I can skip now again. Maybe I'll just cut the parts where I skip. Is that right, Jackie? There are some things I do not want to bear witness to. I mean, I don't really mind over here. I don't want to spoil the mood, so I guess I don't mind too much. We're all adults here. Scarlet can do what you want. If you really want this.
Of course I don't. She's tickling me. They don't have to start filling me up.
Which is tickling.
Without my permission. She didn't even ask.
Yeah, new characters in the second game, basically. I'm gonna this time around say, no, Betaki, stop being a creep. Hey! Oh gosh, what am I even doing? I shouldn't be staring at her this shamelessly. Sure, what Dulce and Tiger are doing is plenty shameless already, but I don't want to get involved. This is a private moment that he is missing. I don't want to spoil things by staring. Even if I kinda want to take a little peek. I mean, isn't this their fault for kissing so brazenly right in front of my face? Do they not have any sense of restraint? I'm trying to control myself here, but I don't think they're trying to control themselves at all. I'm busy having a mental breakdown. My face flashed peony when...
Yeah.
Dulce draws back, her eyes half-lidded. She smiles sensually. One hand still resting on Taiga's cheek and says,
I think you can see how I was able to tame my cute little kitty.
Maybe. She seems nice because it's Dulce, right? Even though we know what's the truth. You're getting how does she know that I think she's adorable? How? Okay, so now I think we should side with Scarlet. And from Mina's text, I can say that, you know, Scarlet is against that. Yeah, we never asked her for her advice for here. I'm sure she means well, but her company is a bit, I'm not sure, oppressive. She's being very strict, and we never really asked for her to coach us either.
Exactly, I get it.
I get it. I was actually thinking that as well. What do you think, Aki? I think, you know what? Now that I think about it, given that she is a cat, the first option so asks for it to be like, I think it suits her perfectly. Anyway, that was not funny, I'm sorry. I think you look better in this Scarlet. Fine, I'm gonna say that.
Me?
Scarlet points towards herself, then smiles awkwardly.
I don't know about that. I think I'm too much of a tomboy to pull this sort of really hyper feminine outfit off. But it looks really good on you, Mina. Are you saying you dress like this just to cheer me up, Mina?
Yes, that's what she said. She's kind of a tryhard, yeah. I'm gonna say this now. What do they make of the fact that she's like saving us and so on, kind of? Let's go with the tryhard option because I haven't gone with that one previously. I feel like she's trying a little too hard here. I appreciate that she helped me, but calling me a fair maiden feels a bit too much. Well, at least she's having fun.
Now, I must apologize. My cute little goblins who so very hard.
Yeah, we are fighting goblins. Our main party lost and she's like, I'm gonna save the day.
Who knows? Maybe I just wanted to watch you squirm. Coo. Maybe I want you to make me squirm. Coo.
Oh, it was also the option I chose previously. Interesting. But that was before Dulce. Okay, so this time I'm gonna go with all Dulce's fault. Even for, well, I mean, the whole conflict is both sides in a way. Oh no, I went with Dulce's fault previously as well. Wow. I literally played this game the day before yesterday. And I already forgot what I chose. Damn. Oh.
Now then.
Dulce offers Scarlet a small smile.
With that hardwood part behind us, there's a matter I would like to discuss with you. With me, you mean? Yes, that's right. It's a very important matter too. I've wanted to speak about this with you for quite some time, ever since we were first reunited. But I could tell when we first met that you had no desire to listen to anything I have said. It was blindingly obvious that you could not stand me.
Scarlet presses the tips of her index fingers together. She looks a little caught, which is unusual for Scarlet. I guess Dulce has that effect on her, being her former mentor.
I guess you've always been a bit of an open book. I've never been very good at hiding how I really feel. I concur. You've always been rather obvious. But I think that is one of your charm points. There is something to be said for simple, straightforward girls who wear their hearts on their sleeves. Taiga here is much the same, which must be why we get along so well. Oh, shucks!
Taiga giggles, then presses a kiss against Dulce's cheek.
I love you too, mistress! The fling is quite mutual. I'm very glad that we are together. But I do feel some lingering regrets over how things turned out between the two of us, Scarlet. You do?
Dulce nods.
I always did regret abandoning you as I did. I believe I was acting in your best interests, and indeed I still do. I only did what I did because I wished for you to grow. And grow you have. I think that you have matured considerably.
I don't know about that part.
For that I can only thank your new companions. They must have been able to teach you the value of teamwork, a lesson that I unfortunately was never able to impart upon you. You have my thanks.
Dulce bows her head towards Mina and I. Mina accepts this compliment, but I feel myself beginning to blush. I mean, that's a very nice thing for you to say, but I don't know if I did anything that incredible.
Well, you would say that. Your self-esteem does not seem to be the best. But you do know Scarlet as well as I do. You have not seen how much she has changed after traveling with you. I truly believe that she has turned over a new leaf. Which is why I would like now to extend this offer towards you. Scarlet, would you like to join my party so that we might explore the land together?
You sneaky little snake! I was about to say something different, but yeah, you snake!
How dare you! That way we can stay by one another's sides. And I'm sure we'll be able to make one another very happy indeed. Oh, I didn't really need to have her tag along, mistress. But of course, Scarlet has more than proven herself. Adventuring with her will be an honor. Provided she no longer feels the need to throw herself into mischief at every opportunity, of course. That'd be a pain, if she got us into a bunch of scrapes. But I guess she seems kind of dependable. I wouldn't mind hanging out with her. But don't pay her more attention than you pay me, mistress. Otherwise, I'll be really sad. Do you think I would neglect you, my little kitten?
Dulce chuckles while patting the top of Taiga's head.
Do not worry on that score. I have a lot of love to give. I'm sure I have affection enough in my heart for both you and Scarlet, should she want it. You promise? Of course I would not go back on my word. You know that I would never tell lies, especially not a cute girl like yourself. Oh, my mistress called me cute.
Taiga sighs contentedly.
I guess I can't argue with that. My heart starts fluttering when you're nice to me. There's no way I can be grumpy now.
Scarlet frowns. For once she looks reticent. I thought she would either jump on Dulce's request in a heartbeat or else turn her down just as quickly. That's just the sort of person Scarlet is, even after all the time she spent adventuring with myself and Mina. She's brash, rash, and impetuous. She makes snap decisions quickly, and it's rare that she retracts them. Seeing Scarlet think about something this seriously is a novel sight. Does that mean she's considering Dulce's offer? I know that Dulce did mean a lot to Scarlet once. They were very close. They weren't just fellow adventurers, they were partners too. For Scarlet and Dulce parted ways, I know that Dulce continued to weigh on Scarlet's mind. Scarlet kept thinking about her. Ever since their departure, I think part of Scarlet was hoping to meet Dulce again to make her accept her. Now that she's accomplished this goal, she should be elated. Vetska, I presume you feel bad?
No.
Scarlet shakes her head. Then meeting Dulce's gaze, she says,
Thanks for the offer and all, but I don't think I can accept it. I already adventured with once and I enjoyed it. But those days are now over. I can't keep clinging to the past. Even if part of me wants to, I've already moved on. Oh.
It seems like Dulce wasn't expecting this response. To be honest, neither was I, because she raises an eyebrow.
Have you tired of my company? No, that is indeed. I still enjoy your company, in small doses, I guess. But my feelings for you have changed. If you'd asked me to drive with you a couple of months ago, I probably would have agreed. I'd wandered around on my own for a while, and I was pretty lonely. I told myself I hated you, but I still missed you. I want to see you again, and badly. But I'm not fixated on you anymore. I have a new team now, and I like them a lot. Mina's pretty strict, and I think she's a bit too serious for her own good. Oi! I'd rather be too serious than not serious at all, you dummy. But she's reliable, and I know that she means well. Teasing her is a lot of fun. And it doesn't hurt that she's really cute, too. So you would boil my manifold talents down to mere cuteness, huh? How vexing! There is much more to me than being cute. But I suppose you're trying to be complimentary in that awkward way of yours, so I'll let it slide for now. Thanks, hehe. You really aren't all that bad, Mina.
Scarlet slaps Mina jovially on the shoulder when Mina scolds.
Then there is Aki. Aki is...
Scarlet looks at me. I look at Scarlet. She swallows, seemingly stuck for words. A blush spreads across her cheeks, one which is soft and pink.
She's... the rock which helps ground me, I guess.
What?
She's a woman of few words, so it's hard to know what she's thinking. But she's very kind and compassionate.
To be quite fair, in that regard of this line, I'm similar to Aki. Listen, just because I read visual novels out loud doesn't mean I am a man of a lot of words. okay? I'm a person of few words. Sure, when I start blabbering about something, I will blabber about it. But other than that, yeah. Anywho.
But she's very kind and compassionate. Whenever I feel down, she listens to my wild ramblings, and she never tells me to can it. I know no matter what happens, she'll always be there for me. And I really do appreciate that. I care about her a lot. And I think the feeling's mutual? Question mark?
Scarlet casts her gaze over me. Her expression is entreating, her face still flushed. She looks so sweetly innocent. My heart thumps inside my chest. I take a step towards her as if drawn by some sort of magnetism and take her hands in my own. I smile at her. And then I say,
of course the feeling is mutual. I like you a lot too, Scarlet. You really are the only one for me. And you're the only one for me too. That's why I can't go back with you, Dulce. No matter what you used to mean to me. No matter how nice you ask. I like Aki too much.
I laugh softly at this, my breath disturbing Scarlet's hair. Maybe this is a little selfish, but I'm glad to hear you say that. I was really worried that you might end up leaving me.
As if I would. You ought to know me, milady. I'm your knight in shining armor.
I mean, to be fair, Aki is the one who's actually wearing real armor, but let's not get into that.
And I've already pledged my sword to you.
You have a halberd for, so I have to.
I'll protect you, come that way, what may. So don't worry, I'm always going to be with you. Scarlet! My lovely Aki!
I feel so weak at the knees, following Scarlet's confession that I sway. Scarlet sees my weakness. God, she's hold of my waist! Gently, she lowers me onto the ground. My lovely Aki, share a kiss with Scarlet! Then she presses her lips to mine in a soft, sweetly sensuous kiss. Scarlet's palms, which are soft and warm, cup my cheeks. Her mouth, meanwhile, slides against my own. The kiss isn't particularly deep, but it is very sincere. For this kiss, I can tell exactly how much through this kiss, I can tell exactly how much Scarlet cares for me. Her feelings couldn't be more apparent. You know what, I'm gonna say this, she has a nice foxtail. I like it. Surely does love me. It fills my heart flutter at this knowledge, and warmth spreads through my stomach. I had a pretty lonely existence back in Tokyo, if I'm being perfectly honest. I never fit in with my coworkers at the office, and I had very few friends. For a long while, I felt detached from the world and unlovable for it. I was so lost. But with Scarlet, I feel like I finally found somewhere I belong. It might sound contradictory given I was pulled into a brand new world, but I think this world is where I want to stay. I want to be with her. I want to be hers. I want...
My. Things sure are getting heated. Yeah.
No, it's just kissing. Come on. Listen, just because there is a CG of a kiss doesn't mean they do that for 20 minutes. Anywho, a light laugh draws me from my reverie. Scarlet shifts back, breaking the kiss, and looks over Dulce, as do I. All the while my chest is heaving, my cheeks dusted like pink. I got some to a kiss, I completely forgot that Dulce was standing there again, Mina too. Well, that's kind of awkward. I've never been the sort of girl to make my feelings into a public spectacle. I'm far more likely to shun away from the limelight, in fact. I don't like having people stare at me. Understandable, to be honest. But being kissed by Scarlet felt so good. It wiped all the anxious thoughts clean from my head. They're starting to come back for, now that her lips are no longer on mine. A warm flush creeps across my cheeks. I hope Dulce doesn't think I'm shameless now. I can't help but worry about this, but as it transpires...
Why did you stop? Don't feel the need to be conscientious for our sake, I don't mind at all. Doesn't this bother you? Not at all. Just who you take me for anyway. I'm no prude. Don't you recall what I did to my cute little kitty earlier, only a few days ago?
Yeah, I do. I recall Dulce's very public punishment of her cute kitty, and feel my face turning even redder. How could I have forgotten about that? Maybe I was trying to repress the memory.
I guess that was pretty out there. Wasn't it just? I pride myself on being out there. There is very little you could do to unsettle me. I've been around and I've seen a lot in my life. Nowadays, I take most things in stride. And do you know what?
What?
I think the love between two women is a beautiful thing indeed. Yeah. It is a sacred sight which can never be tainted nor tarnished. Yeah. If you do love one another, then you should be free to keep loving one another. You wouldn't let anything stop you. Well, I'm glad you were able to get over me so quickly. I was wondering if you might be jealous. But I guess not. Jealous?
Dulce blinks.
Why would I be jealous when I have my cute kitty here? I would not say no to introducing more girls to my harem.
Ugh. Dulce leans in, then twines an arm about Taiga's waist, putting their bodies more closely together.
But she's more enough for me. Oh, mistress! You're more than enough for me too! Thank you very much! You don't need to thank me, you silly thing. I'm the one who should be thanking you. You're so cute, it is driving me to distraction. I would very much like for the pair of us to have some alone time together, much like Scarlet and Aki here. How does that sound? It sounds wonderful! I can wait, you're the best mistress! I know I am. I'll never tire of hearing it, not from a cutie like you.
A beaming Dulce pats Taiga on top of her blonde head. Then she smiles at me and Scarlet.
I'm glad that you were able to find somebody that you care for, Scarlet. I hope that the two of you will be happy together for a long time. You both have my blessings. Now,
Dulce takes Taiga's hand and then gives it a squeeze.
Shall we go? I think it would be only right if we gave these two a bit of alone time. Poor Aki is so red you could steam a sweet potato on her cheeks. Yeah. Sure thing! It was nice seeing you again, Aki! And you too, Scarlet! Minna! You were all very cool back there! I can see why Mistress has taken interest in you, Scarlet! But you can't have her! She's all mine! I mean, I should probably return to the town myself. There are some mint items I want to pick up in the apothecary. And then I would not want to get in the way.
Mina boasts, her face flushed, then takes her leave alongside Dulce and Taiga. It doesn't take long at all until the tall trees swallow them. Then they disappear from sight. Scarlet doesn't let herself relax until Dulce and Taiga have walked off. She exhales, her shoulders slumping perhaps with relief. Then she offers me a small smile.
Thank goodness! Now that she's gone, I feel like I can finally breathe.
That being around Dulce makes you feel uncomfortable?
A little, I guess. I mean, you know what she's like. She's so forceful, even I feel a little intimidated by her. I used to look up to her a lot, actually. When we were adventuring together, I was in her thrall. I thought that she was incredible. And part of me still does. I didn't think about taking her up on her offer, actually. I thought it might not be so bad traveling with her again, like the good old days. But the good old days are behind me now. I cannot go back in time, no matter how appealing the idea might sometimes sound. I can only go forward. And rather than dwell on the past, I would like to think of my future. I would like to have a future. With you! Scarlet!
I stare at her, momentarily lost for words. I think that might be the most romantic things anybody has ever said to me. It's definitely making my heart flutter. What should I say in a situation like this? I have no idea. Fortunately, Scarlet seems to realize how stunned I am because she giggles.
Just listen to me, huh? I must sound so cheesy.
Oh, no, no, I didn't think you sounded cheesy at all, actually.
You didn't?
I shake my head.
I think you sounded very cool. You're always calling yourself a hero of justice, but I don't think I ever realized just how dependable you can be. You're a really incredible person. Oh, shucks.
Agreeing, Scarlet brushed the tip of my nose with hers.
If you keep that up, you're going to make me blush. I'm just a shy, sweet maiden, you know. I can't deal with too many compliments.
I never thought you were the shy, sweet type myself, personally.
I can be. I know I act self-assured, but that's just posturing. Deep down, I'm always been kind of anxious. Which might be why I like you so much.
Huh?
I think we have a fair bit in common.
Do I seem like an anxious person?
I think so. But it's alright, I get anxious a lot myself. I feel pretty intimidated actually when I think about how we're going to face off against the freaking Demon Queen. I'm not sure if I'm strong enough, despite all of my training. But I'm not going to run away from the challenge. Mina's relying on us to help her, so I'm going to give it my all. And I don't want to look weak or pitiful in front of you, Aki. That would be humiliating.
Well, it's a good thing I don't consider you weak or pitiful. I think you're impressive, like I said, and I'm sure everything will be alright.
Of course it will, how could it not? I mean...
Scarlet leans in, her breath warm against my face.
I have you.
Scarlet lets her eyelids fall shut, her long lashes melting together. She shifts towards me, bringing our bodies together. Then, for the second time in the last 15 minutes, her lips meet mine. Our mouths merge together. And with a series of soft breathy sounds, I surrender myself once again to Scarlet's kisses. It is just like that. Meanwhile, in a place far away, a demon queen is hanging out with Luna, the priestess that we maybe will be saving in the third installment, which I don't even know if there will be a third installment, but I would assume there will be, right? Actually, I will totally have a look now on Steam page of Winged Cloud. And let's see if there is any upcoming releases. Not yet. Oh, you can check top sellers as well? That's interesting. I don't know if the top sellers are accurate, for to be honest. Or maybe it's limited to the time or something. Well, what else? Anywho, so we've got Scarlet's ending. There is one more ending for us to get, ladies and gents. So we are going to try and do that. We are going to try and do that tomorrow in the tomorrow's episode. So feel free to join me there as well the next day. And as for now, that's it. You can consider liking a video, subscribing if you haven't already, and so on. Also, it's Monday. Hope it treated you well. And hopefully, like the rest of the week, will be great as well for you. Have a good one. Bye bye.